Now tuned into another episode of Chestnut Checkers. I got a special guest here with me today. Let the people know who you is.
Hello, y'all. This is Amber Wilson here, the hairstylist of Fredericksburg. How y'all doing?
The blowout queen of the bird.
The blowout queen of the bird.
How you
For
feeling
sure.
today?
I'm feeling good. Feeling good.
You alright?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm alright, man. I'm chilling.
Chilling? That's what's up.
Let's get a little background about you, like where you come from.
Okay. So I'm from Philly originally. I have been here for like 12, 13 years. So I'm like adopted, I guess, to the King George, Fredericksburg area.
Right.
I'll say Fredericksburg because I don't claim King George.
Oh man.
I don't claim King George.
There you go.
But
Why you don't claim King George?
I feel like I've grown up more in Fredericksburg. Like that's where I've had most of my experience. So
Yeah.
King George was just where I went to high school.
Alright.
That's it. That's where I grew as far as my hairstyling business. That's where I started doing hair. I would do my friends' hair in high school. Do their mama's hair, their aunt's hair. So
That's what I was about to ask you. Like, who hair did you practice on? Had, like, a little
mostly
brother or something?
myself. Mostly myself. I was my little guinea pig. I would do things on me first before I would test it on anybody else or do it on anybody else. So, but then I had friends that would let me do things. So, I had all of them to help me experience a little bit more YouTube shit. Try to
Yeah.
figure it out.
My sister do hair a little bit too on the side. But when I was young, she used to she used to pull my damn hair out. She doing so much shit to my head. Puff bowl,
All that.
plaits.
How long you had your locks?
I don't know. I had them for a long time.
Yeah, they long. They look good though.
Yeah, I be cutting.
You cut the ends, like trim them. That's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
So,
But
you started doing that hair. When did you feel the love for it?
I've always liked doing hair since I was young. I think my mom would get me little doll heads, and I would braid them all the time, take it out, do it again. That's just something I've always had a passion for. So I've grown to learn more about it. Get the research. The background, everything about hair. I'm a natural stylist, so I mostly focus on growing hair, making it healthy, what your hair needs are, not really what you want your hair to look like. Because people can make your hair look good all day, but can they make your hair healthy? And that's my main focus. So,
I like that.
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So, what was the first hairstyle you did? To make you feel like you was like that. Somebody was like, damn, that shit
on
look
somebody
good.
else or just
Yeah,
in general?
was you doing plaits? Did you ever start like that with plaits and
Yeah, I
cornrows
definitely
and shit?
started with braids. I used to be a braider, and I used to do sew-ins and quick weaves and all of that. And after a while, I went, to hair school. I went to Paul Mitchell in Woodbridge. So that's a white-based salon. So I learned basically everything. I learned everything about hair, black, white, Asian, whatever. I learned the science behind it. So I learned more about that rather than the weaves and, the braids. I kind of fell off with that. So I don't really practice that anymore. Like I said, my focus is just blowouts. I'm the blowout queen. I can blow dry your hair to last 4 weeks. You good. I'll teach you how to maintain it, all of that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
So was it your education that got you really focusing on the health of it?
For sure.
Other than the looks?
For sure. My education and then just realizing that hair is hair. So, people be like, I got the 4C, I got the, all of that. That doesn't matter. You either have medium, fine, or coarse. It's that. You know what I'm saying? So I just realized that I know how to maintain and manipulate anybody's texture. So that's what makes me stand out because I can do anybody's hair.
So what you feel about people that say certain people got good hair? What does it mean to have good hair?
Everybody has good hair.
Is our hair fucked? Is our
I
hair
mean,
bad?
if your hair is not healthy, that's not considered good hair. So if
But
your
you
hair
know
is
how
not
it be like a
healthy,
kid, like a mixed kid or something like that.
doesn't
And they be
matter.
like, they got good hair.
They have a different texture of hair. That doesn't mean that their hair is better than any other. Everybody has good hair. If you got hair on your head, you got good hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's people out here that don't have no hair, that's bald, that's losing their edges. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you have hair, if it's thick, the thicker the better, to be really honest, because it lasts longer. Like, you don't lose as much of it. You don't realize it's thinning, because over the years, your hair starts to thin. Everybody. It don't matter who you are. Your hair is going to thin. You're aging. Your hair is aging. So the more hair you have, the better it is, actually, because you don't really notice when you're losing it. But that's really the biggest thing I tell my clients. Like, if your hair is finer, then, you're going to start noticing it thinning more and, not being as full over the years and stuff like that. But honestly, it's just the matter of you taking care of it and maintaining it. So.
Yeah, but I seen the people with a lot of hair that go bald. Like,
I mean, health
the people
issues,
that they say got good hair be bald.
You got people who have health issues, in their genes. They might have a history of people that have alopecia, like just different things like that, where they can't help it. So that's one thing about it. But other people just don't take care of their hair either. If they're not maintaining or taking care of their hair is going to fall out. It's going to break off. It's not going to be healthy, and then putting braids in it. Braids are really not as protective as people think they are, because it actually thins your hair. Like, the longer you keep them in, the more they're like thinning your hair. So it's just, people just need to like learn how to love their hair and take care of their hair, and then it'll probably be healthier and they won't go bald. I don't know. Or come see me. Shoot, I'm in Spotsy. I'm not that far.
Yeah. But so, I mean, what do you say to those people? Like, what do they need to do to take care of their hair to make it last long?
They need to be on a routine. They need to see a stylist to get them on a routine, to help them learn how to maintain their hair. If they're not on, if they can't financially afford that, then they can go somewhere once or twice, just learn how to get it done and how they do it, and then try to do it themselves. But really just vitamins, making sure you're drinking water, your diet, all of that matters. All of that really is important when it comes to your hair. Your hair is like a plant, so it's like you're watering it. You need to water it. You need to feed it the right things for it to grow. So biotin, adding supplements to your diet, like different things like that really make a difference.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
So what about people like LeBron that's healthy as shit and they bald as bald as shit?
LeBron was probably, you have to look at his genes. Like, does he have balding in his family? Do the men already have thin hair? So
yeah,
it can't really help it. It's everybody's different. Everybody's hair is different. So it's just a matter of the person and their routine and what they're doing with their hair and how they're taking care of their hair. So.
Okay. So what made you say, fuck everything, I want to go to a hair school? Like, you was that passionate you went to a hair? People don't usually do what they want to do.
Well, I'm not really I'm not a school person, so I knew I didn't want to go to college. Like, I don't like to be in class. Like, I just wanted to be able to have my own thing and start my own business. I've always wanted to be my own business owner. So now that I'm here, it's just like I look back to the things that I have done, and going to hair school was probably the best thing that I could have done, because it got me to the steps that I needed to be to where I'm at now. So it was very hard to find the right hair school, because there's not a lot of places in the DMV area. So Paul Mitchell being like one of the best schools was like my first choice, of course. So I'm really glad that I went. I went for like 11 months, so it wasn't that long. Got my certificate, and I started working straight from hair school. I went to Dry Bar in DC, which is like a blowout bar. So you just do blow dries all day, and that's how I learned how to do my blowout technique and how I got so good at manipulating anybody's texture. So I did that for on and off 3 years. And
So what did you go to school, you know what I'm saying, with being a business owner in your mind, or did you go just because you love to do hair? You already had the plan, like, I'm going to go to school, I'm going to get the salon, I'm going to start my own shit.
Basically, I knew I always wanted my own salon.
You knew you was going to be a boss.
I knew I was going to be a boss. Look, straight like that.
Yeah.
But I definitely knew it was going to be some work. I didn't realize how much work until I started being my boss, a boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more to it than just doing hair every day, and it's more to it. Making reels, like, it's so much to being a business owner that you wouldn't even know it. So sometimes I wish I did go to like a business class or something like that, just to learn like the certificate sides and like the state side of it, all that, information. Like, I wish I would have went to school for that, but it's just a matter of experience. You got to go through it to learn.
You gotta learn some stuff the hard way.
Yeah, you got to learn it the hard way. And I've learned some stuff the hard way, for
Yeah,
sure.
but it made you better. You still here.
I am, and I'm still moving, and you got to keep going. You can't stop, because that's what makes you a failure, is when you give up. So you got to keep pushing. Figure out the next step. Plan A didn't work, go to plan B.
So did it go hand in hand with fashion? Like, how did you get into fashion?
So fashion. Okay, so I've always been told like I should be a model, and you know I used to do it for a little bit when I was younger. I used to model with like Wilhelmina in Philadelphia. I did that for on and off when I was like young. So when I moved from Philadelphia to King George, like there really weren't that many like opportunities out here for that. So I kind of fell off. But then I found something in Fredericksburg. It was this local photographer. Her name's Jessie Reynolds, and she does like a fashion show every year. So one of my friends got me into it, and I actually started liking it. You know, I learned how to walk. I felt more confident doing it. You know, I made friends, all types of stuff like that. So that's what got me started into it. As far as starting my own thing, that was kind of like I was doing something for a friend. He had a clothing line at his business that he just started, and he wanted to, you know, market it so that he could start selling it. So I had recently just been going through a lot of things and needed something like an outlet, like I needed something to do. So I was like, you know, I'll set up something, you know, with a photographer, you know, see if we can, because my brother is Brandon Wilson. I don't know if y'all know him. He's Shot by Casual. Okay, yeah, he's a local photographer as well, but he actually, he was a photographer I was going to have, you know, to help me with the whole photo shoot and stuff like that. Like, we started it together. And then, you know, it kind of just, like, went from there. So we had our first fashion show back in October, and it was, like, a really good show. Like, it was better than what I expected. So, like, everyone was like, you know, this is something that you should think about doing. Like, you have a calling for this. Like, you should do another show. So I was like, all right, bet, I'm going to do another show. And then I decided to do that show.
What was the first show at?
It was in downtown Fredericksburg at the Het Gallery and Lounge.
Yeah.
You heard of that?
No.
It's off of, what are you off of? Princess Anne Street? Yeah.
I don't know. Like, was it a lot of people? What was it like? Like, give me some.
Okay, so it was
Tell me
nerve-wracking.
about
So I actually, like,
Yeah.
I don't remember a lot from that day because I was a part of the shows. Like, I was modeling in it as well, and I was, like, all over the place. So, you know, it being my first event, like, I'm scattered. I'm making sure this is right. I'm making
How many
sure
people
these
did you have there? Like,
shit. How many, like, people that were there to watch? We had, like, 40-something people there.
I'm saying, like, to walk, like, in the.
To walk, we had 23 models, and then I had 5 or 6 performers.
And what you had, like, different designers and stuff come out?
So, no, it was just this one line from my friend. So it was at his store that he just opened, and he had, like, this Indian clothing that he got from California. And the Indian clothing is, like, made out of Indian saris. So he wanted to broadcast that and, you know, like, put it out there. So we had a show basically with his clothing line. And it was, like, dresses and, like, jackets and different coats and shit like that. So they modeled that. And we just put on the show. It was kind of like a little Indian vibe. I had Indian music kind of going. You know, it was lit. It was a really good show. And then we had local performers that, you know, are out in DMV.
Like who?
Free James. I don't know if y'all know who Free James is. He's out in Fredericksburg. He was one of our performers. We had Rock Mar. He's on Instagram. I can give you guys all that information later because I can't think of it. But we had Jeremy. We had a spoken word by Mona. Yeah. And we had a dancer. Her name was Ebony. So we had, like, different stuff mixed in there.
I was turned up.
Yeah, it was fun. It was really fun.
I got to know this, though. Like, how did you see how did you choose a model?
So I basically just put flyers out on Instagram. It was like, you know, having a model call, sent them the location, and people just shared it, and I had people come through. Like, it just ended up working out. Yeah. And then Jessie, the photographer who I used to model for, she actually had a fashion show as well. So a lot of the models from her line are, you know, eye candy. They came and, you know, joined to help me out for that, you know, that show and everything like that. So we ended up making a team out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a whole little empire.
That's all right there.
Yeah.
Shit. So you had your first one. It turned up bad. Now you looking to do another one.
Yep, and this one's going to be in July. It's July 29th. It's going to be a summer show. And we're actually changing locations. It's going to be in Hyattsville, Maryland at Restaurant 55. It's going to be lit. It's going to be real lit.
That's all right then.
I'm going to start selling tickets this Wednesday, actually. So,
go get your ticket.
yep, I'll put it down here. I'll let y'all know the link.
Is it anything that we can expect to be there? Like,
So we're going to have 11 designers. We have a lot of local designers, but we also have some out-of-town designers. One's from Jersey. She's got this lingerie line. It's called Raw Lingerie. And then we have one possibly from California. She's actually from Philly. It's my cousin. Both of them are my cousins, but my
who
other
are they?
cousin. Brianna Wilson. Shout out to my baby. And then my cousin Deja. So hopefully she can make it, but she just moved and got a lot going on. So we're hoping that she can be a part of the show as well. But
y'all taking any more people like to be on a part of the show?
not right now. We probably gonna take more people for the next show starting next year. But right now we're just, we only have a month and a half to go. The show's almost here, so we're just kind of like setting everything in point. Making sure everything's set up and organized and.
So what's really your ultimate goal with the fashion show?
Ultimate
goal.
Goal.
How big do you want it to be?
I want this to be a yearly thing. I want this to be something I do every single year and keep growing and building models and having people that have never experienced it come and start here and have a comfort zone to be able to be themselves and learn. So that's the goal, is to kind of like teach people and kind of model boot camp. You know what I'm saying? Get them out there, get them their confidence that they.
That's what I was about to say. So how do you? You know what I'm saying? As a model, what gave you like that confidence to say, fuck y'all, I'm about to be me. I don't care what they put on me, I'm gonna fuck it up.
I don't know. I just kind of have it naturally. When I'm in the moment, like before it, I'm nervous. Like I'm overthinking and I'm in my head and shit like that.
The butterflies.
But as soon as it's time to go, it's like all that shit's gone and I'm just out there.
Do y'all kind of feed off of each other?
Mm-hmm.
Because if one person go down there and fuck it up, then you like, fuck it, I'm about to fuck this.
I mean, like for the most part, we know how to keep it going and play it off. But we all.
Nah, I ain't saying like fucking it up. I'm saying like turn
energy,
it up.
Yes,
yeah, like
yes, for sure.
Like I
for
killed
sure.
this shit.
Hell yeah, for sure.
If the person in front you feel like that, you like fuck.
Yes, and we're all like really, really close. We do a lot of team building. We have a lot of practices together.
So y'all backstage like, yeah, bitch, you look good.
Hell yeah, just like that.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's fun, and I've enjoyed it, and it's definitely helped me grow a lot and mature a lot as far as being a business owner, because I look at things a little bit differently. Like you can't really mix personal and business. It's not healthy for your mental, and it's just not healthy for business.
Yeah.
It's not healthy for your pockets. So you have to learn how to set it aside and keep pushing, keep it player.
I like that right there.
Yeah.
I mean, is there anything you got to say to the like upcoming people who want to have
models?
the confidence to
just to
be
do it like Nike, like bro, like you just need to go out there and do it. You need to come out and experience it. Like I said, my team is a vibe. You won't feel uncomfortable. Like we're going to make sure you feel comfortable. Like we all are learning. We're all trying to learn new things. We're all trying to make sure everyone's growing. We all want to eat. So that's the type of people I hang around. So if you want to be around people like that, come hang with us.
I feel like I need to know more about the business side of the hair salon.
The business side. Okay. So I started a salon. I had a big building.
I want to know, like, do you got a lot of employees? Like,
that's what I'm getting to.
Oh,
so yeah,
so I
had a big salon, and I started out with a lash tech, a braider, and a weaver, and it was popping, like booming. The first 6 months, we was doing very, very well, and then something happened, and the stimulus check stopped, like stuff like that, like, and just life happened.
Well, they was fucking that stimmy money up.
Look, life happened.
Yeah.
Life happened, and situations where I had to put my foot down, or just emotions got involved, or we got personal. You know what I'm saying? Like it just business and personal mixed basically, and it made the business fail with my employees. Like we became
Y'all
too
became
close.
friends.
Yeah, we became friends.
So they talking to you in any kind of way.
Yeah, they know too much about me. I know too much about them. It's too, they bring in their personal stuff home. Like it was just
drama.
It was drama. So I couldn't do it anymore, and mentally I kind of like checked out. I was personally going through a lot of things, my son's father and breaking up and my living situation. There was just a lot going on, and I just checked out. Like it was a lot on my shoulders. Had people leaving, so now I'm having to pick up on they rent and still do my half, and like still had a lot of things to do as far as business insurance, and I have car insurance, I got an apartment rent, I got a building rent, so like all of that, you
Hell
don't think
yeah.
about all of that, products, inventory, snacks and drinks. Like you don't think about all the little things when you are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna open up a business. Like you just open up a business and you're blindsided because you don't realize all the little things that actually matter and that you need, that count.
Yeah.
So it got a little overwhelming, and I feel like that's what really made my business fail was me. Like I guess, had a little mental checkout. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of like just broke down and just gave up a little bit. So when that happened, and then I came back and I'm like, oh shit, like everybody's gone, it's just me here. So I'm like holding down the whole building for months, like holding it down, paying the rent, paying like 16, you know what I'm saying? Like struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
And
You
it
was
just
all
got
by yourself. You was
all
the
by
only
myself,
stylist.
single mom, like just a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot.
How did you manage that, bro? Like,
After a
who
while,
was
I
watching
just
the little one?
stopped.
You
After a
gotta.
while, I was just like, fuck it. Like, I'm just like, I don't want to do hair no more. Like, I don't want a mom anymore. Like, I don't want to be here no more. Like, it got to that point. Like, I just was like,
So you had
fuck it.
depression.
Yeah.
How did you deal with it?
I prayed. I had my parents, you know. I kind of like, had to regroup, come back home, and have them like get me back, because I was really like, I can't, like I felt like a failure. And that's what I said earlier, like, you feel like a failure, but you have to keep pushing, you have to keep moving, or you're going to keep feeling like that if you're not doing anything about it.
Yeah.
So, I had to get back on my shit. I just had to shake it off. Put my big girl panties on and say, okay, look, I fucked up. This is where I fucked up. Now I got to start fixing it. So I ended up downsizing and moving into a suite. And the whole salon shit, I'm still dealing with that. I still have to pay for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still something that I'm dealing with for another maybe year and a half. So it's a lot.
So you was going through all that. You was, depressed and all that shit, and you still fought your way about it.
Yeah, my son kept me
was fighting
going.
like Rocky.
Yeah, I had my baby. I had to do something. I can't just like, I look at him and I'm like, I got to be more for him. I got to keep going for him, because I know for sure he's going to be something. My son's he's very, very special. He's going to be something for sure. So I have to keep pushing for me to be the best me so that he can be the best him.
Yeah.
And that's what kept me going. My baby kept me going, for sure.
Like that, Shorty.
Well, thank you. I be forgetting sometimes, but I be reminding myself too, like, yeah, like, I am that bitch, because I could have given up a lot of times and I didn't.
Just to be a boss anyway, and to be running your business, bro, you a boss anyway.
Yeah.
If you pay people, you know what I'm saying, if you help people survive, if you help people eat, you a boss. If you make your own hours, you tell yourself, if you pay you, then you're a boss.
Yeah.
You pay you.
Being a boss is lit, but it's hard.
It's hard though.
It's hard. It's not easy. It's not.
But is it worth it?
It's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it, because I feel like I'm actually like fulfilling my purpose. I'm not just working a 9-to-5 every day, like hating my job. Like, I listen to my clients all the time, like, express to me how they hate their jobs. Like, they don't want to work there anymore, but, that's what they have right now. So it's just like, the fact that I can have this skill where I can, like, literally take it anywhere I want, it's just like, it's a blessing.
The crazy part is, bro, the shit we talking about now is the shit that she came from doing. Like, that's her job. She living. She is who she living who she is.
Mm-hmm. I've always manifested that I was going to be doing this, and I'm doing it. So I got to keep going.
Yeah. That's what's up right there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
I enjoy it, though. Like, I have my hard times where I'm like, fuck, I don't want to do this shit no more, but like I said, when I get to work, I'm like, okay, this is why I do this, because I see the smile on my client's face. I see how happy they and how beautiful they feel. Like, it makes me feel good, like making other people feel good. So that's what keeps me going too. Like, I make people's day. I make them feel different. I make them feel confident, and that's that's something that I want to continue to do. I want to make people feel beautiful and confident. Like I love everybody. I'm an empath, so I feed in everybody's energy. Like I'm just naturally a people person, so it's like I just want to see everybody win. That's my goal, is to make sure everybody eat.
I can see that in you. I mean, so you plan to get bigger?
That's the
or
goal.
Like how long you gonna thug by yourself? They say sometimes that's the best to be by yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I got my people by my side. I got the people in my corner that I need.
Who's your biggest supporters right now?
For sure, my parents. They're always my biggest supporters.
That's sweet.
They've always been by my side through everything, my ups, my downs. Like, they've been there for me. So they're my number ones, my best friends.
Yeah, that's all right there.
Yeah.
So how many brothers and sisters and stuff do you have?
So my dad has 2 older kids. So I have an older brother and an older sister, and then him and my mom have me and my younger brother, Brandon.
Did you used to do any of their hair?
I've done my sister's hair one time. My brother, I used to braid his hair when his hair was long. He was my little guinea pig, so I could learn how to,
So you was fucking him up like my sister was fucking me
Not
up?
not fucking him up. He would
But
make me do it over and over again until it was right.
They pull the shit out your hair. I ain't saying
Y'all
like,
just sensitive.
Nah, that shit be hurting.
Y'all just real sensitive. Y'all not used to it. Women are used to it. We've been starting this since we was young, so we got a harder head than y'all.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: what do you prefer, like natural hair or permed hair? Like,
Natural hair for sure. Permed hair is not healthy.
So what is some things?
Or relaxed hair. Let me correct that. Relaxed hair is not healthy.
What's some advice to get the woman with the natural hair that's maybe going through a process, fucked up process, and might want to give up?
Come and see me. Like I'm gonna get you started. Like I had a lady today actually, and she came into my shop and she expressed that she, had another stylist doing her hair, and mind you, her hair was very, very damaged. It wasn't healthy at all, and I can tell that she was just very like self-conscious about it, and she started crying in my chair, and I did not expect that. Like, this happened today, and I was like, oh my God, like, are you okay? Like, I had to like get to her level to make sure she was comfortable. So like, I'm not standing over her. Like, I try to like really connect with my clients. So like, I had to get her back to, not feeling like this is the end. This is just the beginning of you getting your healthy hair. So we had to end up cutting everything off. And then
like, how long was her hair? And kind of explain the texture of it.
It was uneven.
Why you feel like she was so stressed so bad to the point
so
where
she
gonna
had
cry?
relaxer on it. She had some keratin on it. She probably had some heat damage. She had braids in it that fucked her up. She said that the shop messed her up, and she was like, I'm never going back there. And that's when she started crying. So like, I could tell like that was probably like a bad experience for her. So basically, I expressed to her, I was like, like the best thing for her to do is the big chop if she wants to continue to grow her hair healthy. If she wants her hair to be healthy, she has to get rid of all that stuff on the ends, because it wasn't going to get her hair to where she needed her hair to be or wanted her hair to be. So she was crying the whole time. She was not happy about it, but she knew that she had to do it. So like, I made sure I consoled her and made sure she was okay. Try to like talk to her. Get her mind off it a little bit. Gave her a little head massage. I do that for all my clients. They get head massages.
God damn.
Yeah, they get little 5-minute head massages at the end. So I like to make them feel good, feel comfortable, feel relaxed. So I ended up taking her to a local beauty supply store on 17, Mega Beauty Supply Store, and he's like my uncle. I call him Uncle Brian. So like, I took him in there, and we found her a wig. It's her first time getting a wig, and she was sitting there with the first wig that I picked one wig for her. It had bangs, like a little curl to it, and I put it on her, and she was like, oh my God, like, I love it. Like, it fits me so well. And I'm like, yes, it's perfect for you. Like, like she felt comfortable immediately. So that made me feel good too. So I'm like, okay, because I was nervous that she wasn't going to feel comfortable with wigs, because a lot of women don't feel comfortable when they wear their first wig, because it's like, oh my God, it looks so fake. But she actually really liked it, and it actually fit her very well, and she looked beautiful, and I can tell that she was glowing. She made an appointment for her daughter, like she's coming back. So like, like that's how I build my clientele, because I build a relationship with every single one of them. Like, I'm in people's families for real. Like, I got people whose cousins I do their aunts. I found out I do the grandmom. Like, I'm doing everybody here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They invite you to the cookouts and
all
that
that.
Type of shit.
I'm the family hairstylist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right there.
Yeah.
So
it's been nice.
Is it like, another time when you touched a client like that?
There's been a few times. Yeah, I've had a bunch of different moments with clients where they get really personal with me because, like, you know, when they sit in my chair and they get comfortable with you, you know,
Oh,
they
yeah,
start,
they talk your
they
head
start,
off.
yeah, they start to express, you know, how they feel, and you know, I ask questions. I want to learn about them. What do they do? You know, are they married? They got kids? You know, all that kind of stuff. So, you know, they get personal. I'm like their therapist. So I'm there to listen to them, like, and give them the best advice that I can, because you know I don't experience what they experience, or maybe I haven't experienced what they've experienced. So I don't always know what to tell them, but I just make sure like I give them like, you know, comforting words, you know, to keep them going, keep them motivated.
Yeah.
It's cold as fuck in here. Am I shaking on camera?
Oh, shit.
Am I shaking on the camera? Y'all don't laugh at me.
That's crazy. Hey, she's funny and shit.
I'm over here shaking like
It
shit.
is biting a little bit in here though.
No, it's a little cold, but yeah, it's been a fun experience. I've been doing it for shit.
That's what I was about to ask you.
9 years.
How long you been in this shit?
9 years professionally.
Professionally?
9 years professionally. It's a long time.
So how long have you had the shop though? Like,
The shop I've had my own business for 4 years, but the shop I had for 2 years, and then I've been at the suite for about a year.
yeah.
So I'm gonna probably stay there for a little bit.
And then you plan on expanding again? Like, would you want to
So-
have multiple shops?
That's the goal, is to franchise A. Marie Hair and have it in different locations. You know, I might go to Atlanta or, you know, Texas next. Who knows? We'll see.
Dang, you gonna leave it in? Just
We'll
dip
see.
like that?
We'll see. I want to, you know, expand it a little bit. Eventually, I want to start, like, blowout bars, like where I came from. Because then I can kind of pass, like, what my technique is down to other people to start learning how to do that, too.
So that's your specialty?
That's my specialty.
So do you do dreads and stuff like that?
I do dreads. I don't start them. I mean,
locks.
maintain them.
Excuse me,
Yeah,
locks.
locks. Yes.
Oh,
I
no
just, no,
problems.
look, see, because I'm not a loctician, so I just learned that you don't actually call them dreads, you call them locks.
Yeah,
so,
they go hard on the lock.
Yeah, they'd be like, they're locks, not dreads. I'm like, oh, excuse me, my bad. But yeah, I maintain them for you. Like, I can retwist them and style them a little bit, but I don't start them. There's a loctician in my building, though, and she's really good. I don't remember her Instagram name, but I can give you guys that info for sure for you, so you can get your locks done.
Yeah.
She's really good, too.
Man, I hear people complain about, like, now that I think about it, they say some shops you go to, like, you got to come there with your hair washed and conditioned and all that. What about yours?
Nah, you come, you gonna get your hair washed, because I don't know where your hair been.
Yeah.
I clarify everybody, like my
Some
clients.
shops, I bet, some shops make you come with your hair washed.
Yeah, that's like depending on if you're going to get like braids or like if you're getting a weave. You know, they may have you have it blow dry before, but I don't really do a lot of those services. So a lot of my clients come and I wash their hair and condition it, deep condition it, all that kind of stuff.
So what is your service? So they come to you for a
Blowouts.
and what else?
I'm a colorist. I do a lot of colors, specialty colors, customized colors. So it's like, you know, clients might bring a picture in and say, you know, this is what I want, and I try to achieve it for them as close as I can. And most of the time, I get it.
Yeah.
So I call myself a colorist because I think that I've got enough skill with it. You know, I've learned a good technique with it. So that and blowouts, and I cut. I do a lot of cutting.
Yeah. You be chopping people shit.
I be
You know,
doing
some
little
people-
bobs and pixies, but I know
a
how
woman
to
go
barber
say
a
she
little
going to get her
bit.
hair cut, get it trimmed, and she come back shit bald.
Oh no,
And
I'm
she
not
mad
a
at the
scissor
world.
happy stylist. You're not
Yeah,
gonna get
scissor
cut.
happy.
No, I'll do baby trims. I'll do little. I call them dustings. My clients, they feel comfortable when you say dustings because they don't want a lot of their hair cut off. Unless it needs to, I might do like baby steps. Like, okay, we'll do a half an inch this week, and then you come back in 2 weeks, and then we'll do the rest. You know, just to get them, because when they come back, that half an inch we cut is already growing back, so they won't even notice it for real.
Yeah.
So that's what I try to do, you know, get them on a routine so they can get their hair healthy.
So let me ask you this: who do, like, for your fashion shows, your stylists and all that be there? Like, you, or they come with their hair and all that already done?
So for this
really getting
for
right?
this year's fashion show, I think I'm gonna actually have some help because last year,
You do their hair?
last year, like I said, I was everywhere. I was doing people's hair. I was helping with makeup. I was getting people like their outfits. So I might actually have people in charge of helping with the hair and stuff like that, like back there with it. So I'm looking for hairstylists and makeup artists if y'all are interested.
You should know some. You know,
I know a lot of them.
Y'all
actually.
got your own world.
Yeah, we got our own little world. You know, I've definitely got my team that I can
Who
hit
your
up.
clique like? Who would you say your biggest competition is?
I don't say I have any competition. I'm my biggest competition. That's what I always say.
Well, who was the top? You know what I'm saying? The area. Who they speak about in that community?
Let me think.
Just like anything.
I know Chrissy Boss Braids. She's bomb with the braids. Katara, she's good with laces and lashes. Leanna at Bliss Beauty Bar, she's dope. She's in Fredericksburg. There is Shermel Brown Baby Slay. She's a braider in Fredericksburg as well. People that I recommend are mostly them. Like I tell people about them all the time. So
yeah,
those are people that I speak about that I don't know about everybody else. So and me at A. Marie Hair. Don't forget. A. Marie Beauty Bar.
Beauty Bar. Man, what other what else you want to tell the people? Like, is it just anything you want to get off your heart about anything? I really want you to speak more about the depression thing and how you came back, because you like a real champion, right?
I mean, I'm gonna just say this. Sometimes it comes and goes where I have my moments where I'm like, damn, like I wake up and I'm like, I don't want to go to work. I don't want to do nothing for real. Like I just want to like not do shit and lay in the bed. Like fuck life, forget it. Like, but I can't do that. I got a 2-year-old, so I'm always on like mommy duty. I can't be sad. I can't be depressed because I have to be everything I should be for him. Because he sees that, he feels that energy, and I don't want him to feel that. I don't want him to see me sad because he's seen me at my worst, and he wasn't fucking with me. Like he didn't want to be around me, nothing like that, and I did not like that.
Was it like physically?
It was like I literally, like it was very physical. I lost a lot of weight.
Temper, you was snapping on everybody.
Man, I lost a lot of weight. I literally like stopped paying bills. Just was in the house like just fuck it. Like I don't even care. Like on some real personal shit, I had like a bug issue at my apartment. Never experienced that, so I was just like, yo, like I'm in this fucking nasty ass apartment. Like I was just like, yo, like nothing went as I planned. I was mad as fuck at the world. I was mad as fuck at everything. I was just like, I like to be in control, and I felt like literally like I had no control at all on my life at all. Nothing. Not my relationship, not my job, my business, my apartment. It was just all falling apart. So that'll break a bitch down, you know what I'm saying? Like that'll definitely get you at your lowest to where you're like, fuck it. But
so what was the main thing? Was it more the relationship that had you fucked up?
That was toxic, yeah, but
I'm saying after it, you went through something.
Like we was broken up for a minute, but we was like on and off type of thing, still emotionally fucking with each other. So like, yeah, that was fucking with me. And then just my business and like I said, being personal with the employees that I had, it was just drama at work, and then I come home and then I gotta fucking kill this bug right here, then there's another motherfucker right there, and I'm just like, like what the fuck, Lord? Like what did I do? Like why am I going through this? Like what did I do, Lord? I thought I did everything right.
To make you feel better, bro, it's a lot of people with roaches that you don't think got. No cap. A lot of them.
No, I'm hip. Like it's like especially like the apartment complexes. Like it really was the building that I lived in. Like it was just really bad. It was like the whole building was like bad. And then, but by the time I got in it, it was too late to get out of it. Like I was complaining every day.
Trapped in it, bro. I know somebody like you.
It was horrible.
They was sick. They ain't even move their shit in the store.
Man, I didn't move my shit. Like I literally was like, I wanted to leave everything there. I didn't want nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. I didn't want anything. I was like, I'll start all over when I move again. Like, I'm not fucking taking none of this shit. Because it was bad. And, like, I'm not a bug person. So, it was nice. It was nice, man. It was one night that my fucking air conditioning was out. And I was sleeping on the couch because it was cooler in the living room than it was in the bedroom. And I look up, and me and the baby on the couch, and I just see, like, roaches just crawling on the ceiling. It was like 2, 3. It was 2, 3 in the morning. I got up and I went to a hotel.
Damn.
I couldn't do it. I literally couldn't do it. That was like my last straw. Like that's when I was just like, okay, like this is it. Like this can't be my life. Like this is not how I'm about to live. I can't go out like this. I can't go out like this. Like for real. Like this is rough. Okay?
You ain't letting nobody
I didn't
come
grow
over
up. I didn't grow up like this. Like I don't know what this life is. Like this is not for me. This is the struggle. What the fuck is going on?
Motherfuckers in there looking at it.
No, like dead ass. Like what is going on? Like I was scared to have company over. Like it was so bad, y'all.
You facing this
so
way, a
bad.
nigga in front of you, and the roach crawling on your wall, and nigga looking at that gym.
It was so bad. Like, and then like me,
damn, nigga don't want to go kill it.
Man, and I'm aware as fuck. So like I always would find them. Like it's like I could never like not see one. Like I could never miss it. Like I wouldn't even be looking for one, and I would just look down and be like, "There's a motherfucker right there." Like damn.
When you went to your mom's house, they made you shake your coat and clothes.
Man, what?
And shit.
Take our clothes off in the garage.
Like,
they not playing. The Wilsons don't play.
Don't bring no bags in here.
We ain't bringing nothing in. We washing everything.
Yeah, that's
It was rough. It was rough. So.
But look at you though.
Yeah.
You done glowed up.
I had a lot of, people on my side. Like I said, I had my brother. I got my other brother here. Like I got a lot of people on my side that helped me keep it pushing. And I got my host of my show. His name's PJ Fields. Like he helped me in the beginning. Like he was there, helping me with my son because he has kids as well. So like he would come over, like let them play, help me clean, like just little shit like that. So like just having people in my corner is like, okay, I have people that can see me like what my potential is. Like let me not give up on me because they're not giving up on me. Yeah. So I had to keep it pushing. Like they wouldn't let me give up. They wouldn't. I tried. They was like, "Nah, bitch, get up, get up. You got too much potential. You got too many creative juices going on. Like you got to get this shit out." So that's the plan.
As they should.
That's the plan. Is to get this shit out.
Well, it's going well because your name definitely hit my ears.
How'd you find out about me?
Hey man, I know what I know.
Oh.
Nah, they say your name was. They say you was like that.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. That's good
to
know.
So you representing y'all right now.
Well, that's
you the
awesome.
only one of y'all that's ever been here.
That's what's up.
Yeah. You representing all the hairstyles.
Well, representing all of your hairstylists.
The fashion design, the fashion show host. But yeah, is there anything else that you want to say?
Just for all the business owners, like, don't give up. It's not easy when you first start, but just keep going. Really educate yourself. Learn as much as you can about the business side, the state side, like loans, grants. There's different things out there for business owners. So definitely tap into getting an accountant if you can. Like if you can afford an accountant, get an accountant because that's going to help you stay very organized throughout the whole process. Because without my accountant, I probably would have not have been able to go as far as I have. Like I had an accountant through the whole process, so she's helped me kind of stay grounded. But without her, without an accountant, like it's a lot to keep up with.
You serious, bro? You got an accountant.
Yeah, you gotta have all of that. It's a lot. It's a lot, especially being a mom. And then now that I have all of these other things that I'm doing, like keeping up with all of that extra side, payroll, shit like that, taxes, like it's too much.
Taxes.
It's too much.
Shit, you probably been writing hella shit off your taxes.
Save all your receipts if you're a business owner. Like if you have your save all your receipts. It's very important to keep all of that for your write-offs because you can pretty much write off anything that has to do with your business. So if it's business oriented, if you feel like it's business oriented,
rent, all that shit she writing all that shit on. All the products.
If you're going out to eat and it's a business meeting there,
even if it ain't a business meeting, then
write it off. All of that.
Gas. You get a room.
You can put your car on your business. Yeah. All of that. So
you get a room. Tell them you was doing business. You get a plane ticket. Tell them you was
on
catching a flight on a business trip.
You write off all of that.
You can write all that though.
Yep. That's the perks of being a business owner.
Yeah. Well, she sound like she got a strategy.
I'm learning. I'm figuring it out.
Every day she making her next move her best move.
For sure. That's a fact.
But yeah, that's a wrap. Make your next move your best move like her.